I don't know about you guys watching this video, but personally speaking, I'm old enough to remember a time when Brody Lee tragically passed away, or John Huber. John Huber tragically passed away, and the wrestling community for a few days was void of toxicity, was void of this whole WWE versus AEW thing, when a time when wrestlers from both companies were interacting with each other. I remember that time. Actually, wait a minute. That was last week. Never mind. Okay, basically, what I'm trying to say with this video, Brian Alvarez today tweeted out the Wednesday night ratings. So last night we had AEW New Year's Smash, night one, and we had NXT New Year's Evil. So each of the Wednesday night shows had like kind of TV specials, I guess you call them. So yeah, each company had shows, and Brian Alvarez today did his, well, outside of last week, his traditional weekly ratings tweet. So he tweeted out the ratings: AEW 662,000 viewers, NXT 641,000 viewers. Okay, now those numbers are what they are. I'm not going to really in this video go over the ratings themselves because at this point, ratings, not that they don't matter, because obviously they matter, but for us as fans, they really shouldn't matter. They should matter for the networks and the companies, but not us. But nonetheless, really, what I'm making this video about is how hypocritical, how wrestling fans just go back on their word. The community just doesn't change. How there's this big uprising, there's this big outrage, there's this big surge in, let's be positive. Let's not do WWE versus AEW. There's no war there. Brody Lee's just passed away. We're going to forget all about this. And yet Brian Alvarez posts his ratings tweet, and all these same people come out of the woodwork to comment their either pro-AEW, anti-WWE, or their pro-WWE, anti-AEW tweet on the tweet. Like, dude, it's just disappointing. But at the same time, I'm not going to act surprised because this is the same wrestling community who did the whole... Well, okay, I say the whole wrestling community. No, I don't want to lump all of you guys in with this because I know a lot of you guys watching my video aren't a part of this. This is more so a lot of kind of the toxicity on Twitter, because wrestling Twitter compared to like wrestling YouTube is like so much more toxic. But nonetheless, this is the same like general wrestling community who, when Hana Kimura passed away tragically in, I believe it was May 2020, when Hana Kimura tragically passed away, it would have been May 22nd, 23rd, the same wrestling community by May 25th was having a full-on hate-filled, let's cancel JD from NY, let's get all our hate of JD from NY out there, let's join up with WWE, let's cancel JD, JD's fans are fighting back at Alexa Bliss, and this minefield on wrestling Twitter. So that's the same wrestling community. So in this regard, I'm not surprised the wrestling community's done this a mere week and a bit following the passing of Brody Lee. But at the same time, my general sentiment in this video is one of disappointment, because I would have thought that having John Huber, someone who was an amazing person wherever he went, just as a man, he was an incredible human being. I would have thought that having John Huber pass away and all the tributes and whatnot last week, I would have thought that come 2021, new year, let's forget all this WWE and AEW toxicity, let's leave this in the past. Well, Brian Alvarez posts the ratings tweet and all the toxicity comes out of the woodwork. Like, I'm not going to read through the actual tweets, but it's the same thing you've seen ever since this Wednesday night quote-unquote war started back in 2019. It's the same thing. These same tweets, time in, time again. This whole, AEW can't even get 1/3 of what Raw gets. AEW sucks. NXT sucks. AEW, another one for the good guys. NXT sucks. Like, it's the same thing over and over. It's like these most of the same people who are doing this are the ones who are saying, guys, let's forget this. Let's leave it behind us. Brody Lee's now passed. Let's really pay homage to Brody Lee. Let's be respectful. Let's end this. And most of those same people are the ones doing this right now. These people, I don't get it. Okay, look, Brian Alvarez, I'm not going to throw too much hate at him for tweeting the ratings, but at the same time, he knows full well that him doing that instigates a lot of this. That when Brian Alvarez tweets the ratings, whether it's intended or not, it leads to a lot of this toxicity from the wrestling community, because you read the replies to these ratings tweets. I'm not going to showcase any of the actual screenshots of replies, because then you're going to get people attacking me on Twitter because I called them out in video. So I'm not going to do that. But really, I just want to express my sentiment of disappointment. The fact that Brodie Lee, someone who was so just incredible to everyone a mere week ago, passed away, and everyone was being respectful. Everyone was being so, let's end this AEW versus WWE shtick. Let's end it. Well, now, lo and behold, New Year's Evil, New Year's Smash take place. Let's post the ratings, which the actual ratings numbers themselves were abysmal, but at the same time, considering what happened yesterday in the US, particularly, you guys pretty much all know what I'm talking about, given what happened there, the ratings make complete sense. Everyone was either in no mood to watch wrestling, everyone was either watching the news, watching a current affairs media, just getting away from social media or media in general to try and just escape it all. So in that regard, I'm not surprised the ratings combined weren't even 1.3 million, but nonetheless, pretty shocking numbers. It waits to be seen. So yeah, that's been the video. I just wanted to express my just general disappointment. But at the same time, I'm not surprised, because as I said, this is the same wrestling community who 2.5 days after Hana Kimura tragically took her own life, this is the same wrestling community who are flooding death threats to either JD or flooding death threats to Alexa Bliss in a few situations, and I'm not surprised. Okay, Brodie Lee tragically passed a week and a half ago now, and what do we get? We get more WWE vs. AEW BS toxicity on social media. We get a bunch of these social media trolls, these accounts with about 12 followers who just like to stir the pot and like to get some attention any way possible. These people have Twitter notifications on for Bryan Alvarez, so the moment Bryan Alvarez tweets these ratings, they can get their toxic reply in. These people have had a field day on wrestling social media. I just wanted to address it in this video. So that's been the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and drill. See ya.